Okay, hi guys. Let us understand this question. It says that a block of mass m collides perfectly inelastically with another identical block of a spring to a spring of force constant k. The amplitude of the resulting SHM will be. Okay. So first of all, okay, let us see what is happening here. So first, we have inelastic collision happening between the blocks. So what happens in inelastic collision? The initial momentum and the final momentum are going to be same, right? So what is the initial momentum? So we have m1, so what we write is something like this, right? m1 v1 plus m2 v2 is equal to m1 plus m2 into v final, whatever it is. So in this case, what is m1 v1? So it is going to be m into v, plus m2. Velocity of the second block is initially 0, and finally it will be m1 plus m2, so that's going to be 2m into v final, right? So from here, this becomes 0, and so v final we can find out. So v final will be nothing but v by 2. So what is happening typically is that once this first block, right, it collides with the second block, you will have something like this, right? We will have two blocks. This will be 2m, and it will start moving with velocity v by 2. We just calculated, right? So because of this velocity v by 2, now this block is starting, it starts moving in this forward direction, and finally what will happen, the spring will become compressed, right? And the block is going to stop. Say the block stops here. Okay, the block stops here and the spring is like really compressed like this, right? So at this point the velocity has become 0. Okay, velocity has become 0. So this is 2m block, right? So what they are asking us to find is what is the amplitude of the resulting SHM, right? So basically the amplitude is going to be this only, right? So let me just mark this. So this thing, right, this 2m block, from here to here. So this is going to be our amplitude, right? So it starts moving with v2, and then v becomes 0. At v is equal to 0, spring is compressed, right? And then this is the maximum displacement, of this particular block of mass 2m, right? And this is the amplitude. So now what will happen is, what we need to do is we have to find out what is this amplitude. So we know that what is happening at this point, the block will acquire the kinetic energy, right? Half mv square, right? Say this is m final and v square, v final square. So this is half mv square, this is the kinetic energy, and then this gets converted at here. All the energy is converted because block is at rest, right? When v is equal to 0, so you will, all the energy is converted into your potential energy of the spring. So you can say half k a square, right? So basically this is the concept that we are using. We are conserving the energy. So we just have to substitute what is m final and v final. So m final is nothing but 2m, right? So let us write it down. Let's use a different color so that it's clear what we are writing. So this I'll just erase this part. Okay, something happened. I'll just erase this part. And we can just write here only. We don't have to go to the next one. Okay, so let's write down. So half mf vf square. So half, this is 2m, and what is vf? V final is nothing but v by 2. V2 v by 2 whole square. So this was the kinetic energy, and potential energy will be half into k into a square, right? So a is what we have to find out, right? So this is half k a square. So here what all we can do, we can cut this 2 and 2, so we get m into v square by 4, right? This is equal to half k a square. Simple. And then we have to just find out what is a. So a is going to be, so this 2 and 2 we can cancel, and then we get mv square. A will be equal to nothing but mv square upon 2k, right? So this becomes our amplitude root over this, right? So which is the one that is matching. So our amplitude is v upon m by 2k. So our option, okay, V is missing, I think, here. Okay, so our option will be B. Okay, V root over m by 2k. So this is the maximum amplitude. I hope you understood. Okay, what we have done, we have done two steps. First step, okay, is this one. Okay, that is, it is an inelastic collision. Okay, and from inelastic collision we did conservation of momentum, and we found out what is the velocity at when this block, when the two blocks collide, what is V final here. Okay, and then after they collide, okay, they will move forward, and here velocity will become 0. Okay, at this point, okay, all the energy, kinetic energy, has changed into potential energy of the spring. Okay, and then we do conservation of the energy. So both the concepts, okay, conservation of momentum and conservation of energy, okay, we have to use, and we will get our answer, right? So thank you for watching.